Hello everyone, I'm Marcelo Borges. Welcome to Equilibrium Point. Well, this video is just to talk about this week, about the energies and the many things that happened this week in the sky above of us, how the planets are chatting between them, and how this affect us here down in the earth. Well, it's March 10, so we are on a Monday, long day. We still have a feeling the effects from the new moon. However, the moon start already to grow up. So we're gonna have a big event on the 14th. We're gonna have a full moon. This full moon is gonna give us a lunar eclipse. And do you know what is a lunar eclipse? Let's start with this. A lunar eclipse happens when the sunlight will hit the earth and the earth's shadow will be projected onto the moon or hidden. So this is a lunar eclipse. And the lunar eclipse, it is Pisces and Virgo axis. So a lot of emotions, a lot of spirituality, a lot of routine. Many things could happen. Emotions and stable situations, big repetitions can happen. We can release causes and conditions from the past that can emerge, and when we can experience this, it is an excellent time to put an end in the bad habits, okay, and start to improve a new life. This is actually what this eclipse in the full moon wants. It's a called blood married moon. Wow, dance. This is just one of the little things we're gonna have in March. March is a month very full of plot twisters, and we're gonna feel these transformations happen day by day. And this lunar eclipse that is gonna happen in Virgo and Pisces axis, as I told you guys, we're gonna have this reverberating into 6 months. Yes. So, for example, who's gonna feel this much more? It is people has the Sun and Pisces of Virgo, and the ascendant in Pisces of Virgo, or the Moon in Pisces of Virgo. Also, this kind of signals, everyone is gonna feel a little bit effect of the full moon and the lunar eclipse much more. But don't feel sad. You're not alone in this journey. We are everyone the same planet. So it's time now for us start to shake up our attitudes and our actions, especially if for us to start to find the balance and in our actions and start to seek a different way to how we handle our mental life, how we handle and we communicate our spiritual life, our spiritual health. Do we need to create a very good base to grow up and develop and work much more deeper in emotion crisis? This can happen. Emotional crisis is one of the aspects few people can experience it during this eclipse. Well, let's quote that happens with the eclipse, and now it's time to wake, wake up, be very aware. The call we were expecting for do something different in our life is with this eclipse. This eclipse definitely is the call. So it is the time to we consecrate the spiritual, because the last few videos, if you follow my page, you can remember that I've told about the stellium, that we have a lot of planets in the one zodiac sign, that was Pisces. We'll have Neptune, Saturn, Mercury, Venus, and the Moon, and the Sun, and Node North was in Pisces, called stellium. When this happened, this is like a celestial agenda for they start to talk between them and make it a conversation and then make an agreement that they gonna affect us. For we do the change, the movements we need, because each kind of planet and each kind zodiacal sign as well, they have the specific connections with us. Like Mercury, for example. Mercury, it is about how we express ourselves, how we talk, how the tramite, the laws, the papers, the writing is done because we express, we think, and we write. Mars is the god of the fight, the wars, and the wind. We have a Mars, we have like a fire. You want to go to fight, you are in there to start the action. This is how the planet is acting and affecting us. Because of this, few people can feel a little bit emotional or a little bit mental or spiritual in the middle of the breakdown, perhaps. Who knows? So, watching this video, you can try to help each other, but please, there are a lot of people that are voluntary, helping people just to feel in situations like, wow, I don't know what I can do if I just end up the suffering. Perhaps I will reach the highest level of my spirituality, etc. Don't do that. This is not a game. This is your life, and your life is very precious. Everyone's life is very precious. What the eclipses is coming with the full moon to show us, it is not to have a fear. It is for we face that we have a lighted shadows, and we must to light up the shadows and embrace. When we embrace, we can understand and we can find the equilibrium point and work better together. So, what you're gonna do? We're gonna have your time for yourself and learn much more about yourself, or you're just gonna give up and you're gonna continue to do what you're doing for many years and the same result. Well, I'm gonna tell one thing. It is the time to create the conditions to good health, to start a good life, to sort out the problems. This means that what is coming right now to solve the problem of the mind or arguments, as like for example, everyone is just to make a lot of mind games, but all these games and wars, it is only inside the mind, is mind against the mind, and this is awful because start a circle of ruminating on thoughts, ideas, and attitudes that do not sort any kind of problem. When in the fact the problem it is the lack of the connection between what I want and how I act in the practice, how I acted to get there. No, I don't want to blame me. I prefer create a delusional scenario, and that's okay. I'm gonna leave it with that as much as no. So the eclipse that's happened in Virgo and Pisces acts. This has a powerful meaning. Why? Because we're gonna work our mind in a way that we're gonna embrace not only this physical body, we're gonna embrace the spiritual body and the emotional body as well. And we must do these connections and to understand who we are. This is one of the things the eclipses and the full moon wants to show to us. And then, if you don't know, you have a birth chart. Everyone has. If it does, it can ask me. We can drop a mail, book a consultation, and we check your birth chart, and I'll let you know where you have Pisces and Virgo. Which planets do you have in those zodiac signs? Which houses and the mandala, those signs are, which planets are in there, how they talk. Because this is the trick. Can you imagine if you have a Saturn in there with Virgo? Because Saturn, it is the big father you must do, and a Virgo, it is that one already control freak, because you want to do everything very right. It's the one about the routine. It is one as well about our health. So pay attention in your health and the health of the people around you, your family people. This is a scenario very important. Everyone can experience different things because the planets that is in the zodiac signs, they gonna talk with the zodiac signs, and the zodiac signs, they are in the house. Each house has in the mandala astrology. We have one different area from our life. For example, the house number 10 talks about how I show myself to the world, how I have my career, how I handle when with higher spirit people, but much more. It is about how is my reputation. The first house, it is about who I am. The second house, for example, talks about my gifts I have. And then we have the sixth house. This is the house about the routine and the health. We have the seventh house. It is about how we see the order. Especially the order that means it's the order we're gonna fall in love. We're gonna be in a relationship. The eighth house, for example, is about how we handle and talk about sex, how we can make money from someone else, money of course, and how we can go very, very down in the ground into die and reborn as a phoenix from the ashes. Cut it off this astrology chart right now. I'm just carry on about this eclipse on a full moon. It's a very, very, very interesting, what the planets are in there, and which area of your life is gonna be affected, because it's gonna have a profound transformations. Well, for everyone interested about this, please send me an email. I'm gonna drop it down here in my email. Or go for my website. We can have a consultation and I can give you all the information you need. Carry on. As I told you, it's going to be reverberated this eclipse and the full moon for at least 6 months. So, we just come from the energy from the new moon. That means what can happen, it is we can start experiencing the transformation, the change now. And during this process of the 6 months, the the transformation can be done. Let's see. Well, why Virgo likes to have a control and organize about everything? Well, but this is that start to do a new things. That's what I'm trying to say about the eclipse. So, for example, Virgos is one very affected and make this question why Virgo I want to be in control and do the things very perfect. Well, the thing is, he's a control freak. And the only thing he cannot control it is a relationship. So one of those transformations, the scenario is gonna hit Virgo. It is on the relationship. So he gonna try to be in a relationship. And a Virgo, just pay attention one thing. Do not self-sabotage. Do not get afraid to move on and see what's gonna happen next. Okay? Carry on. Pisces. Pisces is a sign in a relationship that may experience breakups. From Sagittarius, if you even working in a place that you like, you can change suddenly from your career and the public image. One of the other things I can say it is perhaps can have hydraulic issues in your house, so keep your eye on. For the people that Gemini's, for everyone, Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, everyone zodiacal sign I'm saying now, it is who has the sun, who has the ascendant and moon is very important. So now carry on. Gemini may suffer a very sudden change in your routine and your plans. You can even change from your hometown for the place where you live, for the place where you work, or the house and everything. For Taurus, events related to children. For example, you should be much more attentive for your children. Keep your eyes. Doesn't say like nothing bad, but keep your eyes on the children. Also, Taurus just have a start to get out from the cave. That means Taurus start to make friends, new friends coming with the full moon, with this eclipse. Good for Taurus. I'm Taurus. It's because it's supposed to where friends and a friendship must be very difficult for Taurus to start after many things happen in the last months. But Capricorn, for people that born in Capricorn sign, for example, they can experience fake legal issues. So also can start new graduations or studies to make more money. So what I suggest, Capricorn just pay open eyes and for legal issues, for justice. Okay. Aquarius is very important thing. Do not deny the energy of money. You must to learn how to use this energy. You must to do not make money energy aside. It's the time to start being more responsible with your money and work a lot. Okay. Another thing is gonna happen. Actually, well, I told you guys about the stellium that all the planets was in Pisces. So the planets start to Pisces is the last saying on the mandala. So Venus moved away to Aries. Was in there in Aries, talking with Mars, very opposite. Now Venus is retrograded. She's walking beautiful back to Pisces. And it's gonna be very interesting. because Venus retrograde. First, she is still in Aries. This retrogression means, okay, I must to look how I want the relationships. How do I love? What is love for me? Also, oh, do I like my body? I'm feeling fat. Oh, I should go do work out much more. So those kind of things include financial. Oh, I need to put out my debts. I needed just to make more money, find a way to make money. It is what this retrogression Venus is doing right now in Aries brings to us. We must be thinking to redo it, to create a plan. Okay, then Venus continue to walk and to get back to Pisces. Pisces, who is in charge in Pisces, the planet? It is Neptune. Neptune, the water. He has the trident. What else? He loves great catastrophes. Experience a lot of floods around the world. Earthquakes as well. So be careful, very be careful during this period. Another thing about Neptune, he is the one in Pisces, the region in Pisces. What I want to say is we're gonna experience many things good. Venus over Neptune we can feel love. We can feel the contact with the spirit in a most beautiful scenario, because we can really give the love and receive the love from the Creator if we connect ourselves with our spirituality properly. Otherwise, because Pisces, the tune, it is a double, is double, is a dualidad. It is dual. You experience the good, you also experience the not good. What that means, for example, okay, you can experience a good spiritual contact, so you can go very good for your intuition. You can read people, you can feel the energy, you can be much more empath. However, you can be much more selfish. You can be very escapist. You can start to do not handle a proper with the feelings you're having on you, and that you don't want to verbalize it, to feel afraid. So you want to run away, you want to just turn off your brain. So what you start to do, drink more, and then we start to compensation. You start to use excesses and alcohol, drugs, become addictive, and then you can play with the people as well, because you can read people. So because you can read people, you can understand that, so you can play with them if you want. So you can be propagate fake news, you can create a world the way if you want. Duality. Everyone, it is dual. But that's one thing, if you know who you are, just be who you are, respect the people. But this is one thing I want you guys know. It is, for example, I'm falling in love created a very beautiful scenario, because Venus is talking with Neptune in Pisces. And during this period, you can think that you really fall in love. At the end, you're gonna figure out that it is just some douchebag. Okay, let me just see. The Venus retrograde movement will move so much into April 12th. So definitely we arrive in Pisces, and this is gonna be different. Things can happen, so just keep your eyes open. And talk about retrogression. Everyone, when we talk about retrogression in astrology, just think Mercury retrograde. So yes, is gonna be retrograded. Venus is already retrograded, as I told you, and Saturday, the 15th, Mercury started his retrograde. Um, Come back from Aries, are definitely gonna read Pisces. So what this all show us is the one thing important. We must to come back, and Mercury in Aries is basically okay. I have a lot of actions. I think I do it. So now I must really say the things I already did. If I really agree with this, if it's very safety and right. What I suggest for everyone that are gonna be watching it is do not take or sign any kind of document between the spirit. Seriously, take this very serious note, guys. During the spirit that's retrograded, the technology, the electronics cannot work, perhaps. So try to sort out everything you have to sort out in this scenario that law papers must be signed, documents very important. I need to buy a house, I need to buy a car, I need to fix my laptop, etc. Try to do this before into 13th of March. Then Mercury retrograde is gonna be into 7th of April. So in today to the night we're gonna have a little risk, a little bit of this retrograde scenario. So after this, Mercury come back for his direct path. So yes, just don't do something very important this period. If you decide to do it, read more than 3 times with a lot of people that have a knowledge. But even like that, we can experience fraud. We can experience scenarios that we can be just playful, you know, for a little difference and a misunderstood. So don't do it. Anyway, another thing is gonna happen. I told about the time the Mercury is gonna be retrograde, the 15 March into 7 April. And in other words, it is a return very slow. Gonna make us everyone thinking and review and evaluate issues that we have been doing during this period. So it's very important that we take decisions before and after. Okay. Another thing is gonna happen. It is the end of Pisces season. Pisces is and from 18, and the last day is gonna be 20th March. So from 18 February into 20th of March is a Pisces season. It's good to talk about Pisces. I have a lot of Pisces friends and around me, and they have a good connection. And Pisces is very spiritual. It is very give us many opportunities as empathy. It is something that because I have many things in Pisces as well, so it's a very interesting connection and chemistry, I can tell. But 20 is the last day. What means for an astrology the year ends. So November 1st we have Aries take it over. We have a new year astrologic starting. It's gonna be a spring here in the north hemisphere and autumn in the southern hemisphere. Venus will take a good chill out with Pluto from March 20 and March 23. That means the god of death and transformation is gonna be with Venus and gonna start to talk. That means we're gonna start a transformation scenarios that for us could be very impossible. It is alliances being formed, very deep transformations, we're gonna start to open ourselves about love, about our love, and love who we are. And financial is gonna be different because Pluto is the god of the dead and the god of the deepster, deep, like petroleum. Do you know this Pluto? If you say bring the richest from the ground, yes, is with him, with the Pluto. He's gonna give you the diamonds, the petroleum, etc. So we can see how the financial market can have an impact for something that Pluto can do the movements, also earthquakes. Okay, we can experience much more the transformation, how we understand love and how we gonna do to practice a different way to love. And perhaps your ex come back. So, up to you. Mars is doing a quadrature. Quadrature is a square. Because it's a square, it's a tension in Chiron. Chiron, if no one knows, Chiron is a asteroid that touch our inconscient, our mind, in the bring back painful scenarios that make a lot of a mess with our unconscious, our psyche. It's gonna be very strong impacts to our lives, deep healing, acceptance of our wants, taking responsibility of our actions, attitudes, feelings. Okay, pause. We're gonna take responsibility for our actions, for our attitudes, for our feelings, not for the others. I'm not responsible for what you think, what you do, what you understand. You are responsible for this. I'm trying to be very clear. So let's try to make a very fluid communication during this period because it was very important. And much important as well, keep loving yourself. Do not try to play the save of the world, or do not try to embrace someone in a relationship because you have this rooted thought in your mind that someone put in there that you are the healing, the savior of the world, and you're gonna start to save people. And you're gonna try to find people that has addictions, that has depressions problems, and you're gonna bring these people to live with you. And when they figure out, they don't need to be saved. It's you. The problems you look around, it is on you. This is what Chiron brings to us. Bring to us the opportunity for we understand our wants. We accepted this, that we have this broken on us. Because something happened in the past. Could be in this life or in the past life. But the opportunity is to heal, to involve, and get much more closer to our higher self. This is the idea, because Chiron also represents the higher self. In the mythology, the Greek mythology, Chiron, he was honored by the gods because his self-sacrifice to save Prometheus' lives. Because Prometheus, he had stolen the fire of the gods to give the humanity, and because of this, he was condemned to be in the gate. And every day he was gonna have a crown eating his liver, and because Prometheus was a god, he was immortal. So Every night the liver will come back, will recover, and the next day the crow is gonna be in there eating his liver. This was the condemnation Prometheus received. But before this, Chiron, that was a professor and a centaurus, he had been hit by as one of his students, and his wound was very, very infection and painful. What everyone think? Oh, you're gonna die. No, he is immortal as well. So he couldn't die, and the pain and infection just got worse. Because he was a professor, he decided to try to find how to heal. He tried many things, mixing things, and a very, very wise man. So with this, born the medicine. We have medicine because he was doing his experience and learning and sharing. He was very wise, very good to teach people. So we have medicine. Thank you, Kaden. He couldn't find a way to heal himself. But when he heard about the Prometheus situation, he thought, wow, this is the opportunity I was waiting. Perhaps now I can die. So he offered himself as a self-sacrifice, placing Prometheus. And the gods, Jupiter, Zeus, they just honor Chiron and give him a constellation in the sky, the Sagittarius constellation. This is the reason why the Sagittarius, it is Centaur. Well, what's most important thing? Do not put yourself in a position to be a self-sacrifice. If you feel you have this kind of thoughts, please, if you experience this, you need to seek for help. There is a support centers with volunteers to listen you. Okay, you must talk. You must show that you need. If don't let it go. You're not the only one. Everyone that have different experiences, suffering bullying, sexual abuse, and many things happen for everyone. Most of the people stay quiet, but still quiet, don't verbalize, and the feeling is ruminating inside of us. And then this get some point that it's gonna become like a atomic bomb. I understand this, and this movement we are gonna have right now, this week, is the biggest start. Let us resonate from these positions that devalued us as a living beings and use the key that Chiron brings. The symbol of Chiron is a key. So let's take this key and let's open the doors for a new life, for new beginnings, for do new movements. Let's not energize this fire water by adding much more fire, but rather this, let's take the action, because Mars, God, fire, he is the first one, is the beginning, is the attitude. So rather than put much more fire, let's take the action to embrace what hurt us and understand that life is much more than this. It's difficult, it is, but it's possible. From March 22nd into the 3rd, it is the time to suffering to be expunged, and it is going to be difficult. It's just a celestial agenda. We're gonna have a little bit more about Pisces being ruled. Okay, I don't want to talk about more this because we are reaching now at the moment that the Mars as a god of war, Neptune being a god of the waters. We perhaps can experience situations about around the world. We can experience situations about war. I live here in UK, in London. So, yes, We know what's happening over here. And we know how much the Europe will already spend money to fill it up with army to try to protect something that I hope it don't start over. Let's see. Well, the last thing I want to say for you guys it is, and the doesn't matter that you have these misunderstandings and ambiguous interpretations from what is gonna happen right now, because everyone is gonna be affected, and the way you express yourself with this planet is coming back to Pisces, with this word confused as well. The most important thing is it is, first of all, love yourself. This can look like a very selfish, but love yourself first. Like the airplane situation, you first put the oxygen mask on you. Accept yourself. Put the light in your shadows. Be happy. Accept this. Work with this. Full on a good intention, first of all. Feel happy. Feel bonita. Feel bonito. Do you know what you need? Looking for fair trade. Feel the empathy for rate people good. Then, when you have your heart with a good intention and you're feeling happy, then you go to help someone else. Okay? Do not just go help someone else just because you want to show to the world that you are a helper. You are a pleaser person. You're not. You don't need to be this person anymore. You need to be a person because keep on doing this movement as well in this scenario that is going to be in there in Aries. And we're going to have angle of 90 degrees. So Kieran is going to be in touch with us, very deep of our wants. It's very important that we do not put ourselves in the positions that we can experience in the worst. So learn to accept yourself the way you are. Start to get to know yourself first. Astrology, it is one of the ways. Tarology, it is one of the ways. But good therapy, good psychiatry first, always. Check your body, check your mind, check your mental health, please. And if you need to talk to someone, talk with me if you want. I can try to help. And also, if you want to know a little bit more about your birth chart, how these things happen up and there, gonna change and make in your life the transformations, in which area of your life the transformation is gonna happen, you can go to my website www.equilibriopoint.com.uk or send to me an email, please, equilibriopoint@gmail.com. I'm Marcelo Borges. Thank you very much for watching me. Follow me, just subscribe. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.